All right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the official Tyesse Report. I don't do, my reports like I used to. I used to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But now I just go with the flow and I, give vent as the spirit gives utterance. But it is a great day to be here. Many of you are off today. Many of you are off today. And I don't like these sleeves. I'm just gonna be. I don't like these sleeves. This is probably gonna be a one time only. Okay. I don't like these sleeves. Okay. Um. So, what's what I'm looking for? It is a very, very solemn, but we're still in power. So we still are powerful people. So it's a solemn day because we're always remembering that Dr. King should be here celebrating his birthday with us. But it's also a celebratory day also because of the legacy he left behind and the work that still needs to be done. So yeah, today is a really big day for Americans, but especially Black folks. Black folks. We are remembering the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on his commemorative birthday. This is a federal holiday today, January 19th, and he is, in my opinion, the greatest American that America has ever produced. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, he is the greatest American that America has ever produced. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that, because I'm a little biased, but yes, he was human. He was a man. He had flaws just like me, just like you, right? And he came. He was on divine assignment. I believe that his assignment was divinely appointed. He accomplished what I believe the creator, I think everything was orchestrated. The creator knew exactly what it was going to entail, how it was going to end, how it was going to, everything was divinely appointed. And yeah, he is a Morehouse man. Let's just be clear about that. He is a Morehouse man, right? Okay. And so I believe Dr. King would tell me, Tyesse, let loose. I do. I'm sorry. He was a nonviolent man and he preached nonviolence. But if you listen to his speeches and listen to his selected works, he was always child let have. So I think he would want me to. I think he would want me to let have today. I do. I just believe that in my spirit. He would want me to be in very rare form. He spoke about his time being brief. I think he would want me to just like Tyesse, just let loose. It's okay. I think he would tell me, baby, Carrie, walk through the garden full force today. My lighting is not. I don't know what's going on with the lighting today, Tyesse. Okay, let me move this a little closer. Because I have to have my side lighting and my frontal lighting. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Yeah. He was nonviolent, but very unafraid to give his. Well, thank you, Angel. That gives me. Yeah, I think I should get loose. I'm not gonna be vulgar. I'm not a vulgar person, Tyesse. That's not in me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can cuss. But I don't want to be vulgar this morning. But yeah, these people, to wake up today and to see what they're doing today, it is all orchestrated. I don't know if y'all have saw. Well, I'm a news junkie, but I don't know what y'all have seen. But to see all of this go on, it is purposeful what they're doing, and all of this is transpiring on today. There's no way you can tell me that this is their thumbs up to Dr. King, what this administration is doing today. Is nobody can convince me. Mary and Martha would have to come sit in my living room and say, no, Tyesse, that ain't it. This is their middle finger to Dr. King today, what they are actually doing. Knowing the Monday news start, knowing the Monday morning news cycle would start with this on today. Yeah, knowing that. Okay. Okay, let me breathe. Inhale, exhale. Okay. We have to start with what's going on in Minnesota. I broke the news last night. in Patreon. But before we do that, can we get a like count, everybody? We know our news stories and our news don't have the same numbers as Tonight Show will have. We get it. We understand, Everybody, the news is so depressing and okay, we know, baby. You just can't take it. You can't take nothing. We know. Give me a like count, y'all, before we get started. That's what Dr. Hudson said, Crystal Marshall. 85 likes. Okay, let's stop the show really briefly and let's get that together. Can you please hit the like button for me, please? Thank you. And we're trying to get to 17,000. So can you please be sure to tell a friend and double check and see if you're subscribed right now. Just look and see. Because sometimes y'all be thinking y'all subscribed and you're not subscribed. So we're going to throw that subscriber in there too. Like, share, subscribe. Can we get to 100 likes, please? Double check and see if you are subscribed. You probably can do it right now. Just double check. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing because y'all like to touch stuff. Yes. All right. 118 likes. See, that's all you got to do is ask. Can we get a couple of more for Dr. King? Can 200 people hit the like button and honor Dr. King? Because we're here for him today. Can you do that? You ain't got to like me on tonight's show. But can you like the live so the word can get out about Dr. King and what's going on in the world right now? Can you do that for Dr. King? Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I promise you I'm going to be okay. But can you just go against your hatred and dislike for me and do it for Dr. King? We're not going to be long because I got to go to the grocery store. I didn't cook Sunday dinner, so I'm cooking Monday dinner. All right. Tyesse Squad and mods, keep an eye on co-producers in the chat. Because they sometimes they get a little, just co-producers. What they normally do is they'll put something in sentence form with the actual reporting. So just keep an eye on that. Just give them time about, let's do 24 hours. Friend, foe, or relative, just time out 24 hours. Give them a couple of days give them a day to rest their nerves. What they do is they write a sentence out about something that's going on in the news cycle, but they're actually they want to co-host with me. I told them we'll help you get a show and you can go live and talk about everything you want to talk about. Just give them 24 hours. Yeah, we don't need no co-producers. I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. Just give them 24 hours and let them just go rest overnight. Okay. We got to talk about what's going on in Minnesota. I broke the news last night, and then I was trying to speak for the Tyesse Squad last night in Patreon. I was like, I can speak for me and the Tyesse Squad. We don't agree with going up in nobody's church. We don't agree with going up in nobody's church protesting. And then the Tyesse Squad and Patreon was like, child, listen, they be going up in our church. They used to tear our churches up. That shocked me because I thought we were I thought me and the Tyesse Squad was all one accord when it comes to interrupting religious services. I'm like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should go up in nobody's church, y'all. I'm sorry. But the Tyesse Squad was like, well, girl, they used to firebomb our churches. Bust our windows out and come all over there, drag people out the church. So I learned something new about my Tyesse Squad, but I don't believe you should go to nobody's church under no circumstance. I don't believe that. I don't care if it's a Klan rally going on. Well, you shouldn't go up in there, no ways. I don't know. But can I ask that question for the whole Tyesse Squad? And that's what they were saying last night in Patreon. That white man went over there and was Talk about Carrie was a Jezebel, and y'all all gonna burn in the lake, and that's what they were saying in Patreon last night. You know, but what do y'all feel about that? Should you go up in somebody's church to protest? We do have the right under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. We also have freedom to protest. But should you go up in somebody's sanctuary? Jason said they did it to us. Should we be going up in people's sanctuary? Because we're going to talk about it. We're going to play the video. We're playing the whole video. Yeah, we're playing the whole 2 minutes and some change. Okay. Too long, so make no. Okay. Absolutely appropriate and very necessary. Okay. All right. Okay. So it seems like there's a kind of like a mixed bag, but more people are leaning towards, yeah, you know. Okay. Well, let's jump right into it, Dot Squad. New followers and friends. And our brother Don Lemon they have centered him. He didn't want to be centered, but yeah, they done centered you, Don. Okay, Don, don't worry about it. I got you. Well, I'm going to see what I can do. All right. Okay, let's start it. Remember, it is a bedrock of our democracy in this dump that you can protest. It is a bedrock of our democracy, but let's go.
Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Don't shoot! 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 Shame! Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities? I'm not going to comment. You have no comment. Exactly. Say your name. Say your name. Renee good. Renee good. Freedom. We have a duty to we must love and support one another. All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No. Jesus would dine with immigrants. You do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens. Hey, you can't. You are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving. Shame. Out now. Out now. Living real comfortable while the people starve. Living real comfortable while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're all living real comfortable, aren't you? Shame on you. Do something. Stand with the Somalis. Stand with the Latinos. Quit ignoring this injustice. He wears a suit and tie and he hangs out with Kristi Noem. How is that a Christian? You're supposed to accept all immigrants, are you not? Why are you not going down to Whipple and joining us in protest against this inhumanity? You claim to be a Christian. Act like one.
That man tickles me, y'all. Follow him. I gotta get his name. I know his name is on the tip of my tongue, but he terrorizes these people, baby. He keeps his foot on their jugular. I promise you. You got to see him when he be over there in Washington, D.C., wearing the girls out in Congress. I don't know how he's not hoarse. Okay. All right. So as I said, you guys, Don Lemon has been thrust by the right into the center of this. Don reported, he said, something was getting ready to go down. He said, basically, y'all, his words, he said, well, I didn't hear about this. How did he say it? He said, it's not me reporting this, but I've been told that they believe that the minister is ICE, okay? And so Don, I don't know. Don just was already up there. Don went up there. Don, I don't know whether Don heard about it or Don, was with the people. I can't say whether Don was with the people. He heard about it and went up there. It's not clear. I'm going to have to watch it. I'm a lemon head. So I'll watch it and find out what happened with Don. Don, but girl, you is always somewhere. Oh my God, Don.
What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship.
Yeah.
We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Don. I'm a lemon head. I can critique Don. I'm a lemon head. I pay every month. Ooh, Don, this girl, go sit down somewhere. I'm playing with Don. I love Don. Like I said, I'm a lemon head. Let me get serious for a minute. If the minister he's like Carmen Sandiego. If the minister is ICE, is it antithetical to your call, or is it your job? That's what he does. That's the question. Jesus was about the refugee and the downtrodden and the widow and the orphan. And so if you are up there in the pulpit and then by day you're wearing and this is all alleged, and then by day you're wearing a mask terrorizing Minneapolis and St. Paul. Yeah, we have a problem with that now, But somebody may say there are a lot of ministers that, are ministers on Sunday and have other jobs. There are ministers that are police officers. There are ministers that are FBI, CIA, but they may be ministers. They may even be pastors. I watched the whole thing yesterday. Don was just reporting the news. No, we're not. I'm not, because I know some people don't understand my humor. Some people can sit here 3 years and don't understand my humor. So let me just say this. Don Lemon is a real journalist, and Don Lemon is, no matter what the right says, whether he knew about what was going on and joined, or whether he didn't know about what happened and joined, he has a right to cover it, right? He has a right to cover the news and cover incidents. They're just mad because they don't like Don. That's what that is. They don't like Don. Okay. So they're now talking about sacred spaces when people were defecating on Nancy Pelosi's desk. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, we know what they're doing, but I'm having a little fun with Don because I like Don and I support Don. But like I said, somebody could be here 4 or 5 years and hear me talk and still don't understand my banter. All right. I'm a lemon. I pay every month. I'm a lemon here for real. And I super chat. Okay. Nevertheless, Ty Squad, new followers and friends. The death of Renee Good has caused people to really, really get active. Because it's like, this is crazy. If they can blow you away in front of your house, in front of your neighbors in broad daylight, hell, what? There is no more bottom. They've already got to the bottom. And this is our first story. Our next story is going to take you higher. It's going to take you higher. I pays my dues $2 doing the work and he accepts. Yes, he tells us that every lie. He don't want everybody over there just agreeing with him. Talk to me, let me know. Give me the feedback. He loves that, you know. Okay, so at the end of the day, Ty Squad, new followers and friends. Just last week, a white man disturbed the peace of black worshipers and no one said a mumbling word. That's how it's always going to be. There was no outrage. Not only was the man Naida inside the church, but he was also saying horrible things about Jamal Bryant, saying horrible things about his wife. And we didn't hear a word on Twitter, not a mumbling word, Naida. So at the end of the day, to St. Paul, to Minneapolis, honey, you in trouble because these people are activated and they are not playing around. They're not playing around with what happened to our sister Renee Good. They're just not playing. And it's not just Minneapolis, St. Paul, the Twin Cities. It is protests nationwide. Nationwide. I want to move to what is going on. What I said, there was a middle finger. They're doing a middle finger to Dr. King on today. There was I'm gonna try not to get triggered because I was triggered this morning. There was a New York Times interview that 47 did. A New York Times interview that 47 did. And in the interview, they were talking about, I feel like this is so insulting to me to even say it, but they were talking about the oppression of white men. The oppression of white men in the New York Times. So there was a quote. I decided to just make it into a slide because I didn't want to just say it. I think when you see it and read it, you get more context. So I decided to make a slide of the quote. This is from your current sitting POTUS, 47. I'm going to let you read it and then I'm going to read it. And he's speaking in regards to the Civil Rights Act and speaking in regards to all of the civil rights achievements that happened, right? Yeah. He said white people were very badly treated where they did extremely well. And they were not invited to go into a university to college. This was in the New York Times. This is from a current sitting POTUS. Yes. And now on today, they are saying that they feel that white men should be offered some form of reparations. Some form of reparations. This is not a joke. This is not exaggeration. We have the chair of the EEOC. We're going to run the video so you can see. I don't want you to think I'm coming on exaggerating, or we have it.
I'm Andrea Lucas, chair of the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. Contact the EEOC as soon as possible. Time limits are typically strict for filing a claim. The EEOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and other private sector employers. The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees. Check out eeoc.gov to learn more and read our one-page explainer about DEI-related discrimination.
It really is happening. It really is real. Yeah. And they set up the DEI. They set the DEI situation up for this. It's Project 2025 was set up. It was methodical how they want to do this, right? To think that people that are centered in white supremacy, you already get the privilege of being white. You're not discriminated against because you are already benefiting from white privilege. There is no discrimination when the systems are ran by you. When the oppression from those systems are orchestrated by you, how are you discriminated against? This is insanity at its best. But Toni Morrison said it is a profound neurosis that they suffer from. You are centered in whiteness, you are centered in privilege, and you are centered in white supremacy. How can you be discriminated against? The problem is they don't like Black advancement. They don't like the rate in which Black people, in spite of the three things I just mentioned, are still excelling and succeeding. They don't know how to stop us. That's the problem. They don't know how to stop us. We succeed and excel in spite of. They don't understand because of their white mediocrity, because they are not inherently gifted. Oh, I don't want to be, they're not. Our ancestors built pyramids. I don't know exactly what their people did, but they're just not. Oh, I don't want to say that because that may sound wrong, bad. They're white mediocrity, white white mediocrity and white male fragility is kind of like a sect, So what they want everything, and they want it while being mediocre, less talented, less smart. They want what we have when Black women are the most educated demographic in the United States. But they want everything that the Black women have. They want everything that we succeed at with our knowledge and our gifts and our talents. They want all of that, but they don't have it. They never had it. Our women breastfed their babies. We taught them how to clean themselves. We taught them how to wash their asses. We taught them how to cook. We taught them everything. Go get you a book on Black inventors. Go get you a book on Black inventors. Just go get one or look it up online. 50, maybe even 60% of the things in your house were invented by a Black person. Everything from the stoplight, the washing machine, GPS, everything was invented by us. Now, of course, they've all taken and robbed and stole the patents, copyrights, and everything from everybody. So they benefit from all of our inventions, of course. But look around your house. Just look around your house. About 50, 60% of those things were invented by somebody Black. It was. But they have sold us this bill of goods about ourselves. Some people believe it. Some people believe it. They do. That we're dumb. And y'all, I'm not going to get into eugenics and all that stuff today, y'all. It is Monday. It is a holiday, y'all. But They have sold a lot of people a bill of goods about themselves, and people believe it. You know, that, you know, you're less than and you're not all that. And, you know, and some people have tapped into that. Me, I could never tap into it because I like reading. I like history. I like going back, and I like documentaries. I love a good documentary. So I could never, ever be fed a spoon of lies about me or my ancestors, ever. Because I've read and did too much research on my own. A high school dropout who does not have a college degree. So, you know, girls, when they start reading on here, you know, they love to talk about girls ain't got no education and all of that. But I think I've done very well for myself. I can go hang out right now in the projects, and I can also go to the White House. Okay. The question is, can you? So, Tyesse Squad, new followers and friends. This is an implementation, the slow implementation of Project 2025, white supremacy, the white supremacy blue book 2.0. And we told everybody when the man was out here running his con game on y'all, we told everybody, y'all, listen, vote for Sister Harris. Vote for Sister Harris. See what you can do. If you don't, we know you're not, you know, we know you're misogynist. We know you're racist, but just go ahead and go up there and see what you can do. Now, I don't know where he was at, y'all. He was booed. They booed him. Was he at a football game? He was somewhere reading something, and now they booing him. Because see, now it's reaching all aspects of American life, not just black and brown folks. Where was he at over the weekend? I couldn't see where he was at. But when I tell y'all, they booed him so bad, you could even hear him. Does anybody know? You know, they're a special kind of evil when they steal for themselves. Yeah. You see, they said white men, not women. Oh, of course, of course. The big ugly bill. I've always been impressed with your intelligence. Never knew you were not formally educated. No, I went all the way up to like the 12th grade in high school. And I've been to college. I've been to community college. Yes, I don't want nobody to think I'm just, you know, no, I've been to community college, but I was not an HBCU grad or anything like that. Let me clarify, okay? Yes, I've been to community college. He probably is going to get booed tonight at the game. Now they're booing. But Barack Obama told y'all, don't boo, vote. Because this booing don't mean anything. This man has made billions of dollars in the last 13 months. Billions with a B. You know, and so we tried to tell you. Shout out to Roland Martin. We tried to tell y'all. They just didn't listen. They don't want to listen. They didn't like, who is Kamala Harris? I need to know some more about her. The woman was the vice president for 4 years. And you didn't know nothing about her in 4 years. And then as soon as she runs for president, well, I need to know more about her. She was I keep saying president. She was the vice president for 4 years. Anyways, so now we're moving on, Tyesse Squad, new followers and friends, to the other insult on Dr. King Day, where these ONB visas that they're rolling out. Let's give you a little background on the ONB visas. These visas are usually reserved for super talented, super gifted folks to come into the country, or, you know, these visas. I can give you a name of a few people from the arts that have used them or utilized them. Rihanna, Justin Bieber, Ryan Reynolds, you know, people that have a talent or a skill or a, you know, something that you can say, okay, we want you, we would like to get you, speed up the process and, you know, get you over here because you're special. We're talking about the arts, Tyesse Squad, the arts. We're talking about mathematics and STEM and people that are going to bring something to the country. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, right? We're not just talking about Sally Sunshine from around the corner. The ONB visas. So now they have rolled out some new things for the ONB visas. They now want influencers from other countries, influencers and OnlyFans creators. You can now get these ONB visas to come over here. Who is going to tell these idiots? Who are going to tell? They're idiots, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're morons. Who is going to tell them that you don't need a damn visa to come from another country, an ONB visa, if you're an OnlyFans star? You can do OnlyFans from your country. I can podcast from Germany. I can do my OnlyFans from Brazil. I don't need to come here to do that. Mediocrity is being rewarded. This man is absolutely batshit crazy. We want OnlyFans and we want influencers. See, they want influencers because they see what they want to do is they want to tap in these influencers so that they can get the word out for these midterms and you know, other elections is coming. Like, y'all can't be this. I heard my sister Sunny Hawson say it today, and I agree. These people are just so unserious. You can't even take this shit serious no more. Who gonna tell them, LaFrance? Nobody is coming here. They can do their podcasts from Rome. They can do their podcasts from Canada. Nobody, this is not a country people are flocking to anymore. It's just not inviting like that. I'm convinced they say things that have it repeated on Fox and Friends. There's a great possibility. But I believe in my heart of hearts, they have this thought in their minds concerning influencers and people coming over here, OnlyFans stars coming over here, and then people seeing the OnlyFans and it being, it's kind of like Convention and Visitors Bureau. That's what I'm thinking they're thinking. Hear me out, Crystal. A big influencer comes from Canada on an ONB visa. The big influencer then goes live to their 200 million followers and say, America is great. And then their thought process is all of them people then going to want to come to America. All of the, well, the exceptional people from that group. Not. Maybe that's their rationale. All of their exceptional fans is going to come, primarily white folks. I just, the rationale, you'll blow your brains out. You'll blow your brains out trying to figure out, like, it's just dumb. It don't even make sense. Porn stars? I can't do this. Whoo, Jesus, y'all. For taxes and to use platforms. That's why they wanted to get a hold of TikTok. To Wayner Cleveland. They want to use those platforms, like I say, like convention and visitor bureaus. And they think that people, this is what they think, to Wayner Cleveland, people are going to leave their countries where probably their living, cost of living, their health care, everything is better than America, and going to leave to come over here to help them win elections and help them advertise. And is this some kind of sick prank? Overseer Weird loves when I say that. Whew. Between the OMB visas and we white men are being discriminated against, call us so we can help you get a check. I am just about spent, y'all, but I believe that God is still faithful. Between reparations for white men this morning and OnlyFans stars visas, I'm just about spent, like for real. But what we have to do, y'all, we can't put our head in the sand. We know the man is sick in the mind and physically. We can't put our head in the sand. What we have to do is we have to keep our eyes on the prize, and we have to know that this is not going to last forever, but it is going to be a while before. It is going to be a while, Time Squad, before. Wait a minute. We got some music going on. It's going to be a while before all of this gets cleared up after, this administration is long gone. Yeah. It's going to be a while. Is this how BG got his idea? BJ. Bishop Jordan. Is this how Bernard Jordan got his idea? Oh, you know about the Better Blogger Collective? I don't know, said that page. I don't know. Reparations for white men. I'm trying to write that just took me out today, Dr. Davis. I'm like, and that woman was serious. Can we watch that one more time? Stop. She was serious. And this is an educated woman, y'all. These are not just, somebody they pulled out of damn Starbucks. Can we watch that one more time? Good morning, Crystal.
I'm Andrea Lucas, chair of the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. Contact the EEOC as soon as possible. Time limits are typically strict for filing a claim. The EEOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and other private sector employers. The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees. Check out eeoc.gov to learn more and read our one-page explainer about DEI-related discrimination.
Y'all heard it, because I don't want nobody to think I'm over-exaggerating. I don't want nobody to think I'm over-exaggerating. That's what I thought. That's what I said. I said, this looks like a Saturday Night Live skit. A lot of them will accept the envelope, Ms. V. A lot of them will accept, they'll do whatever he says, I wouldn't doubt it. How did they do this with a straight face? And she's a white female. There's some things I would like to ask her about. Like, ma'am, are you familiar with Title IX? Like, are you familiar with so many other provisions, affirmative action? Like, you want to talk about that and some other things we could discuss? Ma'am, lady, when did the EEOC start soliciting? I never seen this ever. I've never seen the EEOC do a video like this either, because the EEOC is a branch of the government that deals with protections and discrimination and things like that. So it's like they're like an independent branch within the government where they can handle things on a federal level concerning grievances, lawsuits, and stuff like that. So they've always been very, very, I guess I want to say nonpartisan is another word that but when you have this man tipping his hand in every department, people start leaning more his way. Some of these nonpartisan, organizations and departments are now looking very partisan. Yeah. They shouldn't be advertising or soliciting. No. Just like when we did with the FCC and what happened with our brother Jimmy Kimmel and what happened to quite a few other people, Stephen Colbert. They started like, these are organizations, these are departments that should be fundamentally grounded in not only justice, but fairness for the American people and, people that need adjudication on matters and stuff like that. You're welcome, Denise DeHill. You can pay me today by just hitting the like button. You know, we can raise an offering. We can raise a great offering, but you can even pay me even more just by hitting that like button. Thank you so much. We'll be live tonight with Church World News Tonight, which is different from Church World News Live, okay? So Church World News Tonight is a smaller version, an abridged version, amen? This reminds me of the court case involving white male student Bake in 1978, who sued the University of California over race discrimination because he was, white people have never, ever had an issue with employment, getting a job. You know, some of us, our names, we don't even know it sometimes, but when they read our names, we're automatically put at the bottom of the list. If your name, I was lucky that my mother named me John. I was just very lucky. But if your name is Raheem or Daquan, Shaniqua, Tanika, you know, people don't even know. They already, like, they see your name and they already write something on the corner of your application. You're not even going to get the job before you even get there. You know? I'm just saying, it happens every day. It's a guidance document for how those who feel they experience reverse discrimination by the government. I'm not sure we've seen this. Yeah. Remember, he fired all the department's heads and fired all the attorneys that placed MAGA in position. Yes, he did a cleaning house, and he wanted to make sure that everybody was in place that was going to either implement or rubber stamp the policies of Project 2025. He wanted to make sure there was not going to be no rogue person. And he learned from his first administration, there were people in place that were halfway sane. And so all of those people are now gone. Now you have hacks, whack jobs, and people that are patsies and fall guys and fall girls in many cases. And he is known for, if you don't do what he says, he just gets rid of you and he finds somebody else. Last night we were talking about the late breaking news from the Department of Justice, where they are actively looking into Renee Good's widow. And there's a debate whether they resigned or whether they were fired. I think they resigned, and the Department of Justice is ego tripping. But the 6 attorneys from the Department of Justice resigned because the Department of Justice head said, we need info on her. The woman haven't even buried her wife yet. And they over there talking about, we need intel. They know it looks bad. They already know. I don't care what JD Vance come out and try to, you know, downplay. They know that what that shooting looks like. But they are saying we need information. They've already went and found out that Renee Good donated to Black Lives Matter one time. Hell, you know, if you donate to somebody, is that like a justification? Hell, I donate to a lot of damn people. I send a lot of GoFundMe donations to people. What does her donating to Black Lives Matter have to do with anything? But see, they're going to use that to make her a leftist, anarchist, Antifa. That's what they do. That's what they're going to do. Yeah. Just awful. And I believe those 6 DOJ folks, I believe they resigned. So the Department of Justice head did, oh, no, we fired them. I don't believe y'all. You know, that's what they do. That's what he did with our girl, Letitia James. He couldn't find not one person. He couldn't find nobody that was willing to put their name on the line for that bullshit. So he went and found an insurance lawyer, some random lady. And people will do anything for an envelope, y'all, nowadays. You will risk your legal representation, your bar card, your everything that you work for what? For this man who's a whole crook? That's what we're doing now? Thank you, Kendall Pryor, for $5. Love you. That's my first seed of the day. $5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All we need is 19 people to match that, and our day is complete. We just need 19 people to match $5, and our day is complete. We don't have to even worry about it tonight. Making the victim the villain. It's diabolical. I use that word a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Dr. King has left us all the tools we need. No need to panic. We're not for the retreat. We're not fit to, go and put our heads in the sand. What we're going to do is we're going to continue to keep our eyes on the prize, organize, mobilize, and be in the know. That's why I do these shows, so that we're in the know. We don't have time. We have plenty of shows to have fun with. We have Uncut Tuesdays. We have Friday Night Live. We just can't be sitting up here all day laughing all day. So to the people that, oh, all this stuff is so depressing. Well, baby, when the shit really breaks loose, then they all run to your lives when it because it's gonna get worse. Actually, hopefully the midterms will stop the damn boat from sinking, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And I ain't trying to be scaring nobody. We don't have time to be sitting up here laughing and kikiing and cackling all day. The reason I give you information, so when some shit breaks loose, you can say, I saw that on Tyesse this morning during my lunch break. I already know what's going on. I already saw that. Somebody went up to you at work. Oh my God, girl. Oh, girl, I was watching Tyesse earlier today. I already know what's going on. But I'm tired of be sitting up here arguing and beefing with people, arguing with girls all day, girls on their live screaming and hollering all night. Nobody have time for that bullshit. Screaming to the top of your lungs and shit all night. Some of these girls need to really get some damn help. That's why they always telling other people they need to get help. No, girl, you need to go get some help for real. You're not well. Listen. Are we gonna have midterms, Naida? We survived Africa to America. We can survive this. We survived Africa to America. We can survive this. But we also want to know. We also want to know to all of our people that are out here looking in the sky and lollygagging around, like y'all better come in the house and listen to what we got in this meeting tonight. We want to know to all the people that's running around with rose-colored glasses on and looking around and chewing bubblegum, girl, are you coming in? Because we having a meeting right now. Otherwise, just keep walking your ass down the street. Yes, brother, we survived. We survived. And we survived evil. We survived evil. Many slaves did not make it through that transatlantic journey. Many of them died in the bowels of those ships. Can I be honest? I'm not trying to gross you out, but it is Dr. King's day. I'm not trying to gross you out. I'm not trying to shock you. But a lot of times they would throw the bodies, once they saw the person was dead, they would throw the bodies back in the water. And just let the body float out to sea. These people were not giving proper burials and they were not giving you like funerals or nothing. Just take the body, just throw the body back out there. They go into the ship, the bottom of the ship, there's dead bodies in there. They just throw you back out there in the water and let the water carry you back out. That's what I'm saying. We got to be clear on what we're dealing with evil. We're dealing with the DNA and the lineage of pure evil, y'all. That's what I want, Tulane or Cleveland, because we got too many girls running around here. All they want to do is laugh all day and do all these damn shows about damn Cardi B and damn Nicki Minaj. And by the way, I just got a tweet right now while I was on the air, you guys, from Nicki Minaj. She's calling Don Lemon a cocksucker, and she says that he needs to be locked up. I forgot to tell you, y'all know she's the new missionary for the Christian, the Christians that are being persecuted worldwide. She's a new ambassador, I guess, not official, the unofficial ambassador for Christians, Nicki Minaj. She called Don Lemon a cocksucker and said he needs to be taken in for what he did. Now, Don Lemon did not take them people up there to that church. Don Lemon was up there covering the church, covering the story. But of course, now he's the face of it. He took them people up there to them people church. And now she's calling him a cocksucker. She didn't even blew the word out. Because she's the new ambassador for Christians in Nigeria and all around the world. A woman who has a song called Anaconda. She needs to go around there and watch my sister Pam's live from last night. You be worried about your house while you worry about what Don is sucking, Nikki. You be worried about your house. Because one thing I can tell you about my state that I still reside in, California, girl, they will clip your house. I have some friends that found out. They'll get you together with them liens. Mm-hmm. You think you bad. Okay. Let California get a hold of that damn house. All right. Mm-hmm. That's what you have to ask yourself. Is she sober right now? Is she in her right mind? Most of the time, she like, girl, are you okay? Mm-hmm. It's not. That's not even an insult. That's not an insult. Let me get to my word for today, because I do want to cook today, y'all. Still got packing and organizing to do. This move is coming very fast. The 28th is coming. And so still organizing, packing, and painting and repairing and stuff like that. But let me get to my word for today, and we can get up out of here. If you want to support the platform, please do so at this time. Thank y'all so much. Maurice Jones, thank you, brother, for $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody that would like to support me on today, the $5 or more, you can do so right now. Okay. And let me get to this word for the day, which is going to be a good one. Mm-hmm. Reparations for non-melanated men, baby. I thought I heard it all. I thought I heard it. And got the EEOC out here doing your damn dirty work. Okay, everybody, $5 or more. Thank you so much. And we can get to halfway, and then we'll do the other half tonight. We just need $50 today, and then we'll do $50 tonight, and then we'll have our daily goal met. Thank y'all so much. Chime is available, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, everything is available. Okay? All right. Let me get to my word for today. And it involves Eller who's a bushwalker. Okay? Eller who's a bushwalker. If y'all can reach your hands out to me, I might preach this thing right now. I might bring this thing home if I get some of y'all to reach your hands out towards me and tell me to preach time. If y'all thank you, Angel Sarat, for $5.55. Much love to you. Okay. If y'all reach your hands out to me and give me some strength, I may be able to pull this thing off. Okay. All right. Angel Sarat, Shelly Bowling Trickling, LaFrance, Maurice, Cheryl Hill, thank you. Thank all of y'all. Oh my God. Like Latifa, Kendall Pryor, thank everybody. I appreciate y'all. We have reached our halfway point. So we're over our halfway point. Thank y'all so much for the love. Okay. And the replay crew, thank you for supporting us financially as well. Mm-hmm. That's what they want, Dr. Davis. That's what they want. That's what they want. Mm-hmm. If I get somebody to tell me to preach this thing, I just may preach it today. Mm-hmm. I just might. I have a large LRL Bush community, right? I have a very large LRL Bush community. And yesterday, one of the LRLs saw my show when I was talking about an encounter I had with somebody yesterday at church. And I said in that live, I said, this makes you not want to, apologize or reach out to people. Do you guys remember when I said that? Anybody remember when I said that yesterday? And they told me, they said, Tyesse, you have to be mindful that the universe sees your intention and honors your intention. Once that happens, even if an apology or an attempted apology or a clearing doesn't happen, everything else is left with the person. But they told me, they said, please do not ever stop the ability to be human and to do what you did. Don't do that. That makes sense. So the universe saw my intention and will honor my intention. Everything on my end is clear. You don't have to receive anything from the other person. Now the other person is still stuck with that energy that they had when they said it, and everything that comes with that, right? And so they sent me some information when Larry was talking about neuroplasticity, right? And they said what happens is, what we tend to do is we tend to have a situation like that, and then we internalize it, and then that shapes all of our interactions. And that's basically what I said I was going to do. We have an incident. It could be a trauma. It could be just one of those incidents. And then that incident shapes how we move forward. And then we then go through life not even knowing one thing has affected us. And we don't know it is affecting us in so many different areas because we are not able to go into our brains, go into our thought patterns, and clean and scrub things that happen to us. We're not able to center ourselves in real time and say, you know what? I ain't going to take this energy with me and carry it along with me in my life. I ain't going to take this one incident and next thing I know, everybody, I don't want to apologize to nobody. One incident. Now you done took that and you done internalized it. Now it's a part of your psyche, spirit, whatever you want to call it. And then you now moving through life from something, and that could have happened 3 years ago. It could happen 10 years ago. But we don't understand how things manifest and transfer into us via energy, via scenarios. And then what do? We done been up here, and next thing you know, we stuck on story, we stuck on energy. We don't want to be open to nobody. We don't want to apologize to nobody. We don't want to talk to nobody based on one incident that happened in 2017. So, Top Squad new followers and friends, be clear and know that one incident should not shape or shave your humanity, your ability to emote, empathize, or sympathize with somebody. Please do not leave here today with anything that you have been thrust into based on trauma or hurt. Don't leave here today still walking around with that. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to free yourself and liberate yourself from anything that is tying and holding you down. It's okay. It sounds cliche, I get it. People say, move on, let it go. But everybody in the chat knows some stuff is just like, it'd be hard, y'all. Y'all know it'd be hard. I know, I'm an Aquarius. I want to let you know every day you ever live how I feel about you. Every day you ever live, from the day you were born to the day you leave here, I want you to know how I feel about you. So I get it. And all Aquarians are not the same. Pam's cutoff game is different than mine. She stayed within a couple of hours. She don't remember you. But me, I'm different, and we're born 3 days apart. I hope I am. But it's important. It's important. It's important. I'm still working on it. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on some things. Yep, I can hold a grudge. I have to work it. I can remember. I think the only reason why I still cover the Felton case, right? The only reason why I still cover the Felton case is because I started it. So I don't want to stop it. It really ain't to, be it ain't really like I'm trying to be messy to the guy. I'm not. I just started it. And there's a part of my ego in it, just a little bit, Is Ty moving back to California? Yes, I'm moving back on the 28th. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm moving back. So, yeah, me and Pam the same. Like, I wish I had that. I just don't have that. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it. The Chris wants peace and to everybody get along, but we ain't putting up with so long. I think that is true with me in real life. I never mastered that on YouTube. That's the thing. Like I haven't mastered that on YouTube, So I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all for everything. I just want to come by here and honor Dr. King's his gift of letting us know what is going on in the world and how we must fight. That's what he did. He let us know what was going on, what we was up against, but he always said better days are ahead. He did say that. So that's what I wanted to do. Okay, we got February 7th. I'm not going back home. I was just being funny. Oh my God. I should have did that. That was just unnecessary. Okay, somebody said, is Ty moving back to California? I should have did that. I should. Hell no, I'm not moving back to California. I just signed a whole new lease, another year lease. No, I'm not moving back to. Let me be clear before somebody run with that. I don't even know who Punk Girl is. Is Ty moving back to California? Crystal, no, I'm sorry, because that's how sometimes people don't know if I'm playing or not. No, I'm not moving back to California. I'm moving to a different apartment with a patio and about 300 or 400 more square footage. That's where I'm moving to, a new apartment. And the unit that I'm moving to, it rarely becomes available. People move in it and they just never leave. So it's very rare. Very rare for that unit to become available. And I'm running to it. And did you, because I don't, sometimes I don't know whether these people are trolls. Kendall, I don't know if they trolls or whether they really was inquiring. When they be coming in here and you ain't got no profile picture, I don't know who you are. I just think, well, maybe they're trying to be funny. Maybe they're trying to be a troll. So yeah, I'm moving back to California. Yeah, I'm moving back on the 28th. Yeah. Anyways. All right. I'm gonna curious also and can definitely relate. Oh, Mama Janice, what's your birthday? That laugh. The laugh I laughed when you said at that time. No, because a lot of y'all know I'm moving down the hall, or across the parking lot. But I don't know. I was like, is this a troll? Who is this in here talking about Punk Girl? Punk Girl, are you Punk Girl, are you new? I'm sorry. Was I mean to you? Was that mean? So I just did a whole dissertation on Larry's what is it called, baby? Neuroplasticity. I just did a whole wonderful word for the day on that, and I done stepped on it already. Me and my big mouth. Because I hope I ain't hurt Punk Girl. Oh. I'm so sad now. Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Punk Girl. Ty, can I say something I mean as humor? No. Because I'm going to respond back to it. I'm going to respond back to it because your squad knows. Yeah. Punk Girl, are you still here? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I hope I didn't hurt Punk Girl. I had my hopes up. Yeah, your hopes up that I was coming back to LA? I'm not coming back to LA. When I leave here, I'm going north. I'm going to Charlotte or south to Miami. But I'm not going back to LA. No. LA will always be home. Did I hurt Punk Girl feelings? I'm sorry. And see, I had Crystal confused in the process. See, that's what happens. It's a spirit. It comes in here. It just is pervasive. WJ99, you want to ask a question? Ty, can I say something I mean as humor? Why do you have to qualify? That's why I be worried, because because you have had some issues sometimes with some of the stuff, and then me and you done butt heads, WJ99. Okay, I saw the pictures at church. Where did you get legs from that were on the pictures? Naida said the same thing. I do have legs. I do. I have legs. Thank you. I enjoy it. Naida asked the same question. She did. She said, how did they come down and sit down? Yeah. Okay, so let me say this. Okay, and I liked it that one. That one was good. Okay, I like it. Okay, let me say this. On YouTube, when these girls, when we're going at it, oh my God, there go the recycling man. Oh man, I got some boxes. He ain't gonna wait for me. I be feeling like Claudine when I run after these sexy garbage men and stuff. That's the recycling man. They're not gonna wait for me. I be feeling like Claudine when the hot trash men and recycling men come by here, and I be running after the truck. Remember Claudine? Y'all remember? Never mind. Okay, so do they come every day, Samara, or do they come Monday, Wednesday? He put it off already. Or do they come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Okay, nevertheless, on YouTube, when these girls are beefing, when we're beefing, the goal is to hurt you and make you feel less than less. The goal is to make you feel horrible, to make you feel question your existence. And so people just go low, and I haven't really went dark with a lot of these girls. I can, but I don't think I've never really went dark with people, and stuff. And because I don't like all that stuff on my channel, I'm a post and delete type guy, So what I normally do is I haven't broke the boxes down anyway, y'all, so I'll wait. So I'm not a post and delete. I'm a post and delete type guy. I don't really leave that stuff up, right? And then when you on here doing that, you know what I'm saying? Then people. Oh, Thursday be perfect because I have more boxes by then. Okay, perfect. Thursday's a great day. Don't worry about it. And so people tend to go as low as they can go to get you. And maybe one or two times have I ever been affected by it. Maybe one or two times I can think of. One time was when the guy in Florida did that first panel on me. That was very hurtful. It was. I won't sit up here in front because I thought they were all my friends, and people, I just assumed that they would never do anything like that to me. But that panel got me a lot of followers. People literally, my box just flooded. Oh, I'm done. I'm leaving. I won't go back. I just unsubscribed. It was just message after message after message. People, oh no, Tyesse, I'm done. No, people really did leave. After that panel, they did, And so, to give you insight, W99, the reason people do stuff like that is to hurt you. They are to hurt you. Now, people have seen me walk. They don't care. They don't care about, they've seen you walk on live. They've seen you walk in person. They don't care. They just don't care. They want to keep it going. And it's the most ridiculous insult that you can say because it's ableist. There are so many people that cannot walk, Thank you, punk girl. And it's just a horrible thing. But that panel blessed me greatly. It did. There are people that said, not only that panel, but they said, Tyesse, when you left, I just left. That's what they said. There are people, if you ask them right now in this chat, they'll tell you, yeah, I was one of them people when Tyesse left that channel, I left. We left together, But yeah, I don't take too much. It don't really bother me per se. maybe once or twice some things have gotten through. Once or twice, maybe just a little bit like, oh my God, these people are sick, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Punk Girl. And I hope I didn't offend you by playing with you. What the enemy meant for, oh yeah, it turned around. Yeah, you got somebody. I was listening to a blogger that said they survived diabetes, a diabetes scare. I was just listening to a blogger, no shade, that just said that they survived the diabetes scare. But every time they talk about me, they're talking about diabetes. You cannot tell me the universe don't recognize that. I'm sorry. They literally just said that they survived almost dying from diabetes. But every time they talk about me, they talk about diabetes. Now, I don't know whether they know this or not, but my diabetes is well controlled. It is. I take my medication, just took it at noon. And I'll take it again with my dinner. So I don't know how they, but you can't tell me the universe don't recognize that. Every time they talk about me, they diabetes and sugar, and I'm like, but girl, didn't you just say you almost died from diabetes? I cannot. And I am not lying. I swear every time. So that's why I say, girl, honey, I don't know. Pam says it. She needs to get it copyrighted. YouTube is not a real place. It's not, y'all. I promise you it's not. They're sad and pathetic. But you have to be careful when you say stuff like that. Now, you know, the people over there at my other channel, they sit up and lied and said, I wish unalignment on them. And the young man, what's his name? Darius. Yeah, he said that about me. He said he wished unalignment on me. Anybody that knows me knows I wouldn't say that because of my audience. I would never say that about nobody. I hope you DIE. You ain't never heard that because my audience will remember it. My audience will hold me account to it. But they have to say it because they need a reason not to hold their leader account for when he said it to me. That's why they say I said it, because they have never held their person, their friend, accountable for when he said it to me. So they have to say, oh, he said it too. So it makes it even. But that's all right. You have to be careful when you lie on people. I know what I say and what I don't say. And I know how I say it. When I say, girl, you got too many health issues to be over here always talking about people. If they consider that a health read, I can't stop them. I always say that. Girl, you got too many health issues going on to be over here always somewhere messing around. But saying, I wish you would DIE, no, I've never said that because I don't say stuff like that. I wouldn't say that in front of my audience. It was a bold face, but their leader is a liar. So if the leader is a bold-faced liar, then of course it spreads down, you know. But the Crown guy basically said he hopes they find me in my house. He said he hopes they do a wellness check and they find me in here dead. That's what he said. And I don't have to worry about the universe doing anything to him because the universe is already doing something to him right now. So I don't have to worry about the universe getting around to it, you know, because the universe is already wearing him out right now, you know, so it's all good. As a CC, you sure do attract weird people. Do you mean that in general, or are you talking about me, Sheree? You talking about my channel, or do you mean as content creators in general? Some subjects should be off limits. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he also said he hope I have a heart attack. He hope I have a stroke. That's what he said. Baby, he has no idea. And then will look in the camera and say, he said it to all of us. I said that to them. Child, I know myself. I would never say nothing like that. But they have to make an excuse because they can't sit in what they say. They have to make an excuse for it. Honey, I'm not worried about it because I already know when he said it. When he said it, if it don't have nowhere to go, it's coming back to him. And sometimes it may not come back to you, but it'll come back to your family. It It may not come back to you personally, but it may hit somebody nearby, close to you, sweetheart. So that's why I say, be careful with that stuff. Yeah, that was very hateful for him to say. Thank y'all so much for the support today. Thank y'all so much. We're here honoring Dr. King. Thank you, Steve McDougal. Hey, brother. That's my musician brother. Crystal Williams, thank you for $12.88. He has to. He has to reap the intent for what he's sown. Yeah. Oh, you talking about in general? Okay, yeah. Sheree, I don't know. Just when I block these people from over here, they just go crazy. Whenever I block these people from this channel, they lose it. You know, I don't know what that is. You know, stop watching him since he made someone mad. Someone didn't loan him money. Stop watching him since he mad that someone didn't loan him money. I've been seeing you I've been seeing you, Demetrius, a lot of places. I need to find out who you are. We may have to run some investigations on you. Because I've been seeing you around a lot, Demetrius Rivers. You seem to be what do you call it? You seem to stir the pot. Are you an instigator, Demetrius Rivers, 1842? Because whenever you come around here, you only come out when we start talking about this stuff. I don't really see you in the chat and we talking about politics, love, and life. Now, Demetrius, are you an instigator? Because you said stop watching him. Okay, he asked that man for $20,000. That man was gonna give him no damn $20,000. Are y'all serious? I hate you have to go through this mess. Sheree, I'm fine. Sheree, trust me. When I close this computer out, I'm gonna get in an Uber Black and go to the grocery store and find me something to cook for Monday night dinner. I don't carry this stuff with me. You can't. You'll go crazy if you do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I love my followers for real. Thank you for uplifting me this entire weekend. I went to sleep laughing at you. I definitely a good time here. You're so funny. Oh, that's wonderful. But do you go to channels staring stuff? Do you go? Because every time you come around, you point out something, you know, with this stuff that's going on. Yeah, we may have to run a make on this guy, Demetrius Rivers. Yeah, I've seen him around, this guy. Yeah, I've seen this guy around. Yeah, Steph, we may have to run a make on this Demetrius Rivers. Do you have any do you have any social media, Demetrius Rivers? Yeah, do you have any social media? Have you been baptized in Jesus' name? Have you ever smelled some Roadhouse whiskey on somebody's breath? I have the files already. Yeah, Demetrius Rivers, run him, y'all. Because yeah, no, I watch you every day, and I learned of all the other stuff in the past few months. I'm not a troublemaker. You just over here the other day talking about stuff when I was talking about this kind of stuff. So it seemed like you only come out when we start talking about this kind of stuff. You know that man was out there to get that boy no $20,000. It wasn't like he was going to get half of it to Bishop Felton. He was going to probably take that money and go get some stuff to make some more crowns and probably put it down on a new used car. I'm not a guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a girl, a grown girl. Oh, you're a girl. Your name is Demetrius? Demetrius, not Demetrius. As a matter of fact, I do. So glad y'all let me in without the heart. Yeah, we know you come highly recommended. He said that he asked Bernard Jordan for $20,000 in cash. That's what he said he asked him for. And see, we would have known that until everything fell apart. And then, you know, the truth of the matter is he thought Bernard Jordan was going to out him. He didn't do that. He didn't tell that voluntarily, y'all. Tyesse, it's 2:12, baby. What you finna do? It's 2:12. See, you get caught up in the spirit, and then, you know, it'll be 4 o'clock. Okay, can you just wrap this up, East? He wanted to get ahead of Bishop Jordan, y'all. That's what he wanted to do. He wasn't gonna dish that tea. Yeah, and then it was over there with the wrong information. Bishop Jordan and that man, his son, was talking about spiritual hygiene. They thought that they was talking about real body odor. They thought, I feel hurt because I like it here. Why do you feel hurt? We're just playing with you. Okay, anybody gonna do nothing to you? Sit down. Just go there and sit down next to LaGreta. LaGreta's nice people. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. So they thought that the people was talking about body odor, but he was talking about spiritual hygiene. Okay, now let me say this, Bishop Jordan. If they say you watch all of us, but let me say this, Bishop Jordan, y'all got that from Iyanla, because Iyanla got a new book out called Spiritual Hygiene. Y'all got that from Iyanla, Bishop Jordan. I'll tell you that to your face. Okay, y'all got that from Iyanla. Iyanla's new book is called Spiritual Hygiene. Now y'all need to give that lady credit for her term. They thought they was talking about real body odor. Unless it's something I don't know about, unless somebody was over there funky. I wasn't over there in Orlando. Unless somebody, maybe they took it the wrong way. Maybe somebody was a little tart. I don't know. Maybe somebody did. Maybe, you know what they say, a hit dog or holler. I don't know. Maybe somebody was a little, a little tart over there. Did someone say someone? No, Bishop Jordan was talking about spiritual hygiene, Theo, like, making sure your spiritual hygiene is together. He was over there talking about, he over there talking about somebody stinking and smelling. I'm like, that's not what he was saying. Yeah, please laugh and move on. Don't be like that lady that was over here and, she got serious. Then she took her anger out on Crystal, out on me. Oh, stop. Or she took her anger out that she had for Crystal. She took it out on me. Maybe somebody was a little funky. I don't know, y'all. Maybe he knew something that maybe I don't, because I wasn't over there in Orlando. One of the panelists said someone was tart. He did say, yeah, somebody was funky. But maybe they had traveled and maybe they didn't fresh. Maybe they had been traveling. I gotta go. Yeah. When you travel, the first thing you do when you get to your hotel is what? Freshen up. So, I know when I first get into a city, I go directly to the bathroom and freshen up. When you come in from when you go to somebody's house, and you first get there, you put your suitcases down, and they say, "Oh yeah, you can head on up and freshen up a little bit," because you've been traveling. You want to freshen. I think that man, what's his name? Bernard, I think he was talking about spiritual hygiene, not funky. Tart and funky are two different things. Well, I say tart. Now, tart has another meaning, right? But when I say tart, that's another way for me saying stink. Mm-hmm. I just like to smell good all the time. I just like to smell good. So I'm not going to go nowhere important. I ain't going to go nowhere important or meet nobody new without taking a bath. We were just not raised like that. Some people like to put cologne and perfume over funk. Get your ass in the tub and soak. You're a little tart, honey. It's a little tart. Sometimes, you lift your arm up a little bit and you're like, "Oh, girl, is somebody cooking bologna?" Oh, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Some more cash apps have come in. Let me see what's going on here. Thank y'all so much. Well, we okay, now we have $60. Y'all want to just go ahead and do the other 40 and just knock it out now and just call it. Okay, we did 60, y'all. Y'all just want to do the whole 40 now, or y'all want to do the 40 tonight? You just knock out the whole 100 now? How y'all want to do it? Get that grill and mouth fixed too before getting it. Child, that's another thing. Let me just say this. Everybody can't afford veneers. Everybody can't afford to go to Dr. Heavenly. Everybody can't afford, you know what I'm saying, all this new stuff they got going on. But brushing your teeth, flossing, get these. These are, I love these right here. I love these. Okay. Flossing and mouthwash, honey, you can get that from the Dollar Tree. It's no reason for nobody's breath to be funky. Toothbrush 99 cents, toothpaste 99 cents, mouthwash 99 cents. $3. Now I can't use those cheap products. But when I had to, I did. You know what I'm saying? I use Pedontax and I use, really high-end products for my mouth. Because I like my breath to feel, to smell fresh. I hate when somebody's breath just takes my breath away. Like some people, it's like, oh, girl, Jesus. Have you been eating raw chitlins out the bucket? And I got the tongue scraper, y'all. I got the tongue scraper. It's metal. Hit that tongue with that scraper. Once at Reformation, I witnessed a near meltdown because they couldn't get a cleared elevator. Oh, Jesus. Fresh, stale, tart. You know what? I cannot. I hate the smell of. I just can't stand people just. Your breath, it can be offensive to me. It can be very offensive. And stop talking to people when your breath stinks. You should just be quiet. And stop using words with H. Hey, girl. Ooh, hello. No, baby, no H words for you. Say other words. Ooh, girl. I'm gonna say wait, somebody just said something big. Let me see who it was. Maurice Jones said $40. Thank you so much. You're funny as heck, and it makes my day. Thank you for the $40. Okay, we'll start a new 100 round tonight. Okay, everybody, because now we have 120. Gary Lancaster, thank you for $10. A Basson, thank you for $10. Now we have 120. So we'll just do 80 tonight. Okay? All right. Happy birthday, Dr. King. We love you. All right. I don't know how we got here. Oh, that boy asked that man for $20,000, and he said no. And he said, you have to get your spiritual hygiene in check. All right. I had to let my window down one time. Oh, yeah, I've done that. I've had to turn my head to the window, just hold my head kind of out the window. I've done that. Yeah. All right, y'all. Speaking of that, I think audio tape gate is I think it's kind of dying down a little bit. I don't know. I think it's kind of like fizzling down a little bit. So we'll see what January gives. But I think tape gate is kind of fizzing down a little bit. When Brian Karn, as long as we continue to have different things, Donnie McClurkin, then Brian Karn, it'll always keep the news cycle, back on to the news cycle. But I think audio tape gate, unless there's some major revelation, I think it may be simmering down until it leaks out. If it does leak out, listen, there's a possibility that the audio may never leak, and it'll just be what do you call it? Like a question mark. It'll be like Biggie and Tupac. You'll never know who did it. Well, one of them you do know now, but yeah. I'm hearing a lot of people saying, Crystal, like at this point, we've been waiting for this audio, and we're just kind of like, can we just move on? Like, can we just move on down the street? Yeah. Me and Tim Reed decided we have a copy too, so we're. I heard people saying that, like, child, I got a copy. At this point, we all got a copy. Yeah. Well, that man, he was a prophet. He said that it's gonna come out by February and March. He prophesied it. Well, we know about these prophecies nowadays, right, Ty Squad? Okay. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, so I can go to the store. And I have church world news tonight, but it's not the big version, so I'll be okay. I love y'all. I really do. Thank y'all so much. Glad to be able to keep y'all in the know what's going on with this madman, this sick individual on Pennsylvania Avenue. Have a phenomenal day. Remember my word for the day, y'all. Don't allow an incident to change your humanity. We've had so many gates, Crystal. I'm just done with gates. Like, please, no more gates. Audio gate, y'all, we could just, please, y'all, let audio gate just, let it fizzle on out, you know. Bishop Jordan has to have a reckoning with himself. If he don't have that reckoning with himself, we can't make him have it. And even the audio tape coming out is not going to make him have a reckoning with himself. Does that make sense? In order for you to be liberated, in order for you to tell any version of the truth, any version of the truth of yourself, that has to be intentional. It cannot be forced. It cannot be contrived. It can't even be exposed. Because you can be exposed and you can still be in denial. You can be exposed and you still don't want to live in your truth. That kind of thing has to be internal, intentional. Exposure can bring you to the intent of living in your truth too. It can. You should sing "We Shall Overcome." I wish I would. I do have a little tribute. I got like a 50-second tribute for Dr. King at the end, but no, I'm done because he loved Precious Lord. So I got that at the end. I believe you're being prepared for greater things. I receive it. I receive it, woman of God. All right, y'all. Let me get the hell up out of here. Remember, today is all about Dr. King. Have a great day. We'll do a small little tribute at the end. Don Lemon, Don, I done told you about going up there. If you want to reach me, this is how you reach me. Tyesse76@yahoo.com. Very simple email address. If you want to talk to me about anything, leads, stories, affirmations, you want to encourage me, it's always available. Tyesse76@yahoo.com. Let's get out of here. Let me do my disclaimer because I'm going to do this little tribute to Dr. King, and baby, I'm out. Let me do my disclaimer. There we go. There we go. Okay. We got the email address. There we go. And then we also want to. Okay. I'm saying bye now, y'all. Bye. Love y'all. Then we also want you to subscribe. Yeah. We want you to subscribe. All right. I will see all of you tonight at our appointed times. At our appointed times, I will see you tonight. Have a great day. And remember, Dr. King's legacy did not die on April 4th, 1968. It was born, okay? It was born. And we are charged with all this going on to keep on going, okay? All right. Love you guys. I will see y'all tonight if God says the same. Bye, everybody.
And I know you'll reach out and take my, you take our hand. There's always a way. And the wind's drill right now. But all we need is you, Jesus, to linger right here. 'Cause your presence, Lord.